Hi, I'm Representative J.T. Wilcox, and we are now in the third week of our legislative session, and now things are beginning to become serious. Serious bills are coming up for hearing, and serious issues are beginning to emerge. The first thing that's going to happen today is we're going to hear a bill that is a supplemental budget for the current biennium. Every time you do a budget that is supposed to last for 2 years, there's some corrections that you have to make, some of them having to do with disasters like the Oso landslide or the fires in eastern Washington, and some other things having to do with legal issues that came up. And so we have what is, in comparative terms, a fairly small supplemental budget that was negotiated in a friendly way with House Democrats, and I'm going to be supportive of this budget. It's not perfect. I think over in the Senate they may make some changes, but it's a good start, and it proves, I think, that in this Washington we can shake hands with the other side, we can do a deal that is good for the state, and we can move on and try hard to solve some of the major problems. So that'll be coming through appropriations today and hit the floor this Thursday. Another serious issue that is going to be heard today is the governor's climate change legislation. Now, Washington is a green state. In fact, it is one of the greenest states in the country and probably in the world. So we already do a good job when it comes to the environment, and especially carbon, because we have a great resource in our rivers that produces most of our power. But the governor's plan is to take 130 companies and entities that emit the most carbon and, in my mind, demonize them and fine them in such a way that the cost doesn't really go to those companies. It goes to those of us who pay rates on our electricity or drive cars, because refineries are a big target. We, I think, in this state value our ecology and our environment more than most people do. And what this bill is set up to do is make us pay a heavy, heavy price for accomplishing almost nothing. No one, not even the governor's staff, says that this is going to make a difference when it comes to global warming. But we're all going to pay a heavy price, and I just don't think that's the right choice for us. The last big issue that I'm interested in this week has to do with the transportation reform. I've said many times that before we ask people to pay an additional tax on gas, we need to make sure that we're operating the system in a way that the taxpayers and the voters can trust. And there's a major step that could possibly be taken today. There's a bill sponsored by Representative Drew McEwen from the 35th District that would say that in the future, when we do transportation projects, the sales tax that we pay on the materials is going to go back into the transportation budget. People are outraged, and rightly so, when they understand that a large amount of dollars that was supposed to go, according to the Constitution, to transportation projects gets shifted into the general budget through the payment of sales taxes. And this bill corrects that problem, and I think is one big step in rebuilding all of our confidence in the way that we finance our transportation projects.